One touch is all it takes to understand. Because with the Smartboard, everything you can do with this, you do with this. And you can write too. All you need is this, or anything else you can think of. But how does the Smartboard really benefit people? What makes people so excited about this product?
So think of a Smartboard as a bridge or a connector, something that's going to connect people with the digital information they need, whether it's to teach, to learn, to explain a complex idea, to make a decision. The Smartboard was designed in a way to make that interaction as rich and as seamless as possible.
I love my Smartboard because it makes me a more effective teacher, and it means my students can learn.
The board really gives the teacher a lot of flexibility, and it's very easy to use. So that means that the teacher is spending more time focused on the students in the classroom and less on the technology itself. There's research from all over the world that show when there's a Smartboard in the classroom, students are more engaged. When they're more engaged, they're more motivated to learn. And of course, if they're more motivated to learn, then their outcomes are better.
Every Smartboard comes with Smart Notebook software. That's the powerful tool that is really at the heart of the Smart universe. Smart Notebook makes it simple to create, capture, and share pretty much anything you want to.
Notebook software is incredibly flexible and fluid. It lets you build lesson activities that really incorporate pretty much any type of digital media.
Smart Notebook is linked directly to Smart Exchange, our online community where teachers can share best practices and materials.
It allows me the flexibility of going out and saying what's out there. So instead of being tied to a textbook, the whole world's my textbook.
Smart Notebook software is also the single platform common to so many other Smart products. Like the Smart Response System, clickers that enable teachers and students to give and receive instant feedback, or create and answer quizzes. One click from Smart Notebook software and it's ready to go. And the Smart Slate, which lets teachers and students operate the board from anywhere in the classroom. There's also the Smart Document Camera. You can put an image on the Smartboard in a single click. And finally, the Smart Table, ideal for younger learners, also uses Smart Notebook. When these students are ready for a Smartboard, they'll already know how to use it. Now you know the basics. What else can the Smartboard do?
At Broad Green Primary School in Liverpool, England, an e-learning solution from Intel and Smart is bringing a new sense of excitement into the classroom.
The biggest impact since we incorporated the solution has been the fact that the children have really been engaged and enjoying their learning.
Carol Michelle says with the Intel Learning Series and Smart Education Solutions, students of all ability levels can learn at their own pace.
We have higher than average special educational needs. We have a higher than average deprivation indicator and quite a few challenges in the school. It was important to establish a one-to-one e-learning environment to give the children the very best chance of achieving the highest they possibly could on an individual one-to-one level.
The Intel Learning Series and Smart Education Solutions support a total one-to-one e-learning environment, providing hardware, software, training, implementation planning, and access to educational resources. The solution includes Intel-powered Classmate PCs for each student, a SmartBoard interactive whiteboard, and Smart Classroom Suite interactive learning software. Smart Classroom Suite combines 4 software applications that assist in lesson creation, classroom management, assessment, and interactive learning.
The Smart Solution and the Intel Powered Classmate PCs have enabled the students to become more in charge of their learning. For example, in literacy, they're responsible for saving their own work and storing it and recording it and sending it to me via the SmartSync software.
The Classmate and the Smartboard solution was a perfect fit for Broad Green Primary. Both technologies complement one another extremely well, very easy to use by both the teacher and the children, and in the classroom it just generates an air of excitement.
Using the Smartboard interactive whiteboard, teachers can show lesson material to the whole class and then have students work alone or in groups to do internet research or complete learning activities on their Intel-powered Classmate PCs.
I can show something on the Smartboard and the children will immediately be attracted to it and interested in it, and I know then, right, this lesson's going to be good, I've got their attention.
Over the past few years, Broad Green Primary has been moving its curriculum toward inquiry-based learning, in which students are encouraged to complete activities on their own. The Classmate PCs are designed specifically for the classroom. They're lightweight, child-sized and durable.
The swivel screen is also a great feature. It can be turned into a tablet, and the touchscreen functionality also adds another great dimension to the product.
David Vernon especially likes SmartSync software, which is the classroom management component of Smart Classroom Suite software. SmartSync software ties together the e-learning solution by connecting the teacher's computer with the students' Classmate PCs, so teachers always know what students are doing.
The desktops appears on the teacher's laptop, and it's really easy for us to monitor what each student is doing and how they're progressing with their learning within a particular lesson. We also have the opportunity to broadcast individual student desktops to the Smartboard within the classroom, and this is a really great opportunity to celebrate and to demonstrate what other pupils are doing.
So this is Fatima's desktop, so you can see she's inputted all of her data.
I believe in our schools there's no substitute for good and outstanding teachers, but in harness with ICT and in harness with the Classmate PCs and the smart software solution, the progress that our students can make can certainly be accelerated and improved.
Anna McDiarmid has seen significant improvements in both reading and writing scores.
Since the pupils started using the Intel Powered Classmate PCs and the Smart Classroom Suite, the scores have improved dramatically. Higher achieving pupils have obviously demonstrated skills far beyond levels that would be expected at this age, so that the work that they're producing is of a high quality. You know, you're probably looking at children in year 11 and 12 maybe doing some of the work that they're doing. It's just absolutely fantastic.
When you go in a classroom and you see them totally absorbed, totally engaged, it is a wonderful thing to see.
For Broad Green Primary, Intel and Smart are an integral part of the school's one-to-one e-learning environment, which is helping students achieve better results and getting them more excited about learning.
Pomona Unified School District is composed of just about 90% English language learners and almost 100% on free and reduced lunch. And in the early childhood program here in Pomona Unified, my staff and I have done so much to transform what early childhood used to look like. We have found that Smart Technologies has given us the tools that we need to help us transform the work, the teaching and learning that we do in our classrooms. In 2 years, our program, because of Smart Technologies, looks completely different. It's a complete transformation of what it used to be 3 years ago. And in this particular school, the principal is now investing smart technologies in every one of his classrooms because he's realizing that we're sending him kids that are well prepared and they know what to do. And actually, they can, at this point in time, probably skip kindergarten and go right into first grade. The students are the ones that are convincing the staff that this is the way to go.
Well, when we started, not everybody was convinced that preschool was the appropriate place for technology. But I did know in my heart it would work because I'm a teacher. I have used smart technology for 12 years. The first day I turned and looked at my students, I knew how good it was for them. They just embrace the technology. It is their language. They do speak this language. It is intuitive to them. If we are truly going to do what SMART says, transform teaching and learning, I don't just say that slogan, I believe it.
The advantage to introducing technology early on for our children is that these little guys, they already know how to manipulate equipment. The smart technology, what it's done different from where we used to be in the past. It was very teacher directed, upfront, repeat what you're saying, maybe write a few worksheets, but now with smart technology, the teacher doesn't have to do that.
Which one do you want to count? The triangles. Can you find the word triangle? Can you find the word triangle? What letter does it start with? Triangle. Good job.
Of course, we knew that it wasn't just getting the equipment, it was training these teachers. And there's a whole implementation process that happens when you do work with teachers. What we're doing is we're building this collaborative community, and it's all around the technology. And so our teachers, instead of worrying about how they're going to incorporate that, they are collaborating and they're helping one another.
As soon as we put it in, they were ready to try it, ready to engage with it, ready to play is what they call it. My anxiety was getting to know how to use it, but I found that it was very easy to learn. One of the reasons it's such a positive environment for the children is because it engages them into the learning. It's an active type of learning for them. They've learned to cooperate. The children that have the higher skills in English, they help the ones that have the lower skills. They are so engaged in the Smartboard that they are willing to spend more time learning than actual playing.
Our students are doing so well that we have parents from outside districts wanting to come and enroll their children in our preschool programs.
I think the kids who have the Smartboard in their classrooms have the advantage, and they're very lucky. And I think all classrooms should have that advantage.
We start them so that they experience success from preschool to kindergarten to first grade. We know by second grade, if they're reading, they're already learning because it's fun. English language learners can't just hear it. They have to feel it. They have to hear it, have to touch it. When you put all those modalities together, you're going to internalize that learning. And hence, as they leave preschool, we've noticed that their English language skills are amazing.
We see that response system may be a way for us to actually know how the students are relating to the information so that we have the data we need.
The positive results of students becoming proficient early on is that they experience success in many aspects of education. Students learn to love school because they feel good about what they are doing. They don't drop out of school. They actually enter the university systems.
They applauded us when we were right, corrected us when we were wrong, and helped us when we didn't know the difference. They were tough when they had to be, fun when they wanted to be, fair when they ought to be, and compassionate when they needed to be. Yes, they taught us I before E except after C, and A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y, and who, what, where, when, why, and how. But they also taught us that we could do anything, and they believed it. Every good thing in the world, every song, every invention, every accord, every cure, every word exists because at some point someone wanted to teach and someone else decided to learn. Here's to the love of learning and all those who choose to embrace it.